Thank y'all so much for joining in to today's live, you guys. I hope you all are excited to discuss some topics. I'm trying to get my audio set up because I got my fan on, so I don't want y'all hearing my fan. So y'all, please let me know how the audio sounds. Drop down in the comments, say hey. If you're new here, please drop a like. If you're joining me from Facebook, please drop a heart. Yeah, all of those good things. We're going to be getting started in a little over 2 minutes. I appreciate you all for joining me for Finally Be Friday Live. Did y'all enjoy last week's live and last week's Face Beat Friday video? I hope so. If not, take this time to share this video out and check out last week's video. Remember, sharing is caring, so y'all please don't forget to share this out. We're on the road to 5,000. We're inching away at it. we're inching away at it, so y'all please help me by sharing. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm just going through on my Instagram and sharing it to everybody. All right, 25 seconds left in this thing. Shout out to Silky Sacks for joining us today. It's showtime, baby. Showtime. Hey, y'all. Hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank y'all so much for joining me for today's Finally Be Friday live. Do I look low to y'all? I feel like did something happen to my chair? I, wait a minute. I know I'm short, but like, eesh. Okay, let me see. There we go. There we go. I'm like, oh, I can't even see myself. Okay, hey y'all. Thank y'all for joining me for today's Finally Be Friday live. We have a few things to talk about, and then I'm going to end this live off with a little announcement just so that y'all will know what's going on over here on the channel. If my lighting is bad, I apologize because I got all my lights on, but also the way the window is, it just ain't working. Y'all drop down in the comments, let me know that you can hear me, see me, and that we're good to go. All right, y'all. I only see one like on this video. Let's give me just a couple more likes, you guys. Oh, 2 likes. There we go. Let me get one more like, and then we'll get started. All I need is one more like, and we'll go ahead and get started. I don't ask for much. All I want is 3 little likes. I don't ask for much. Today, we're going to be talking about B. Simone. Have y'all been keeping up with B. Simone and how she's always getting dragged over here on these here internet streets? We're going to talk about Kandi responding to the T.I. and Tiny allegations. We're going to do a little reality TV wind up. There have been a few more shows that I've talked about that I've watched this week on reality TV that I have not come on my channel and talked about. So I'm going to wind it all up here for y'all today. We're also going to be talking about the Tasha K interview with Blac Chyna's ex-best friend, Miss Treasure. All right, you guys. Thank y'all again for joining me. Let me put some lotion on my hands. I always have to start the live off with some lotion. All right, we got our lights. So let's get on and get started. Let's talk about B. Simone, you guys. B. Simone, one thing about it, she knows how to get people talking about her. I don't know if she means to do it in the way that she does it or not, but she definitely gets people talking about her. Before I get started, if you've heard the story, drop down in the chat. We can discuss it, but I'm going to give y'all, just in case you have not heard the story, I'm going to give you a little synopsis, just a little synopsis of what happened and let you see the video that caused controversy. This is courtesy of The Grill. They say B. Simone is slammed for saying women's standards are too high in relationships. The article reads, comedian and Instagram personality B. Simone is being slammed online for saying women's standards are too high in relationships. With over 5 million Instagram followers, B. Simone is known for her often funny takes, tips, and videos. Simone released a video in honor of Valentine's Day where she talked to her followers about manifesting love. In the video, she says, here's a little challenge. We got all these things we want in a man. He got to be tall. He got to be dark, and so on and so forth. He got to be successful. She goes on to explain that these statements seem hypocritical to her, saying he got to be all these things, and we ain't even have things. We ain't even half the things on that list. He got to be a family man. B, you ain't talked to your mama in 6 months, but you want him to be a family man. Black Twitter instantly blew up with responses to the internet personality, calling her out for past behavior and her tone in the video. One Twitter account wrote, B. Simone really built her whole brand on women manifesting things, including the type of men they want in their life. She screamed about it literally every day for a year, and now she done switched to ridiculing women for having certain standards. Like, oh, brother. So I'm going to let y'all hear her video, and then I'm going to continue with some of the backlash, the backlash that she has received. Happy Valentine! I love you. Sing on Valentine. I will be your Valentine. I will be a little boo for the day because you don't want to be lonely. But I'm going to start a little love challenge, because you already know we manifest in love all 2021. Stop. Women, the animals out here, bitch. I would have fast forwarded y'all, but I can't. So let's see what she talking about. We got all these things we want in a man. A list of things. You gotta be tall, you gotta be dark, you gotta be handsome, you gotta have pretty feet, you gotta be a family man, you gotta be financially stable, you gotta be rich, you gotta be successful, you gotta be all these things. And we ain't even have the things on that list. You gotta be a family man. Bitch, you ain't talked to your mama in 6 months, but you want him to be a family man. He gotta be financially stable. Your account is in the negative, man. Overdraft fees. He gotta have a job. You need to go fill out some applications because you're still unemployed. He gotta have pretty teeth. You ain't seen the dentist in 6 years. You gotta have a six-pack to be in shape. You can't even walk up a flight of stairs without pumping. Get your life together. A list that he gotta be. You ain't even half the things on that list. So this is what I challenge you to do. So we can manifest love all 2021. Make that list of that perfect dream man that you got in your mind. Then, what I did. I like that book. Make a list of the type of woman he would need right by his side. You want him to be in shape? You need to get to the gym. Equally yoked, bitch. You want him to be financially stable? Well, you need to start saving. Because you can't keep a dime to your name. Huh? You want him to be a family man? Call your mama. You become a family woman. Heal your traumas before you put all this shit on him. You want him to be patient. Bitch, your patience is thin. You want him to be understanding. He's the least understanding person in your circle of friends. But he gotta be understanding. Fix you. Fix you. Whatever you want, become that. Fuck. All right. You gotta be in shade, bitch. Eat chips every day. All right, so that's it. I'm gonna stop it there. She went on for about 30 more seconds. All right. So before I give y'all my thoughts, I want y'all to drop down and tell me what are y'all thoughts on B. Simone's her opinions on manifesting the partner that you want. People, like I said, Black Twitter definitely came in. Also, before I continue with my thoughts, hey Jay Sashay, thank you for joining the live. Shout out to you. New YouTube family, you guys. So please make sure y'all go and support her. Sammy the Goat, thank you for joining. All right, so like I said, Black Twitter was going off. Someone said, I thought we all agreed to stop listening to B. Simone after she scammed y'all with that plagiarized leaflet marketed as a manifestation book. So just a quick thing for those of you who are unaware about B. Simone and who are unaware about her, her thoughts on manifestation. B. Simone has been talking about manifesting ever since. Well, I'll say I've heard her talk about since last year. I think there's a video on my channel that I will probably not make private. It's on my Patreon, but I'll probably open it up just because people are talking about her. But anyway, basically she sold a book talking about manifestation. It was a lot of plagiarized stuff. And so then people were like, oh, well, she's a fraud. Well, since then, B. Simone has still been talking about manifesting. She said that she wanted to be a millionaire by the time she turned 30. That happened for her. I'm a strong believer in, people call it manifesting. That is the word that is the hot word for 2021. That is a biblical term. You know what a biblical principle, I would say. Not manifestation is a biblical term, but manifestation itself is a biblical principle. So I do agree with what she said, and I do agree with, if you want, if I want to be Oprah, but I have the attention span of a 2-year-old, I can't be thinking I'm going to manifest this dynasty, and I'm not capable of sustaining that. I do agree. I do agree with what you're saying. How you gonna say you want somebody who is in shape and you're not in shape? Where's the lie? It tickled me, but where's the lie? How you gonna say you want somebody that is a family man, but you not? How you gonna say you want somebody godly and you're not godly? Like, you know what I'm saying? Those type of, it don't work. I think that at this point, anytime B. Simone says anything, even though I don't agree with everything she say, but anytime she say anything, honey, Black Twitter is on her Nick. Let me see what y'all are saying. Fouché says it was the delivery for me. I just think that's her. Like, it tickled me. Her delivery tickled me. She's funny to me. Well, I'm not gonna say she's funny to me. She has funny moments to me. Shay says she was talking too physical for me. With all the hands and stuff. You know, it's Georgia girls. We can't do all of the whipping and all of that. Put your hands by your side. Suki says, I agree that you should be or have the things that you want in a partner. Her delivery is just not always there. And I think that's what it is a lot of times. But she's been y'all, here's the thing about her delivery. Why is my camera? Hey, you wipe you off. Focus. Okay. Here's the thing about her delivery that I find interesting, because people are so quick to dog her out about what she says or how over the top she says things and all that stuff. But that is what got her famous. Literally, the way that she speaks, the way that she, baby girl, and all this other stuff. That's literally what got her these over 5 million followers on Instagram. Got her on Wild 'N Out. Got her on, got her making this million before she turns 30. So it's like that's true to her brand. That's true to her style of delivery, her style of comedy. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, we love you, we love you, we love you till you're up, and now we got to take you down. I feel like that's the same way they do Cardi B. Like, Cardi B has not changed. Our perception of Cardi B has changed. Cardi B has been the same, ratchet, boisterous, all of that has been the same. Now, once she became freaking mega star, now we're expecting her to kind of become a little bit more demure, and that's just not who she is. And so then she gets backlash for being who she's been. You get what I'm saying? I feel like it's the same with B. Simone. Since I've seen B. Simone out on social media, this has been her same persona since I've seen her. You know what I'm saying? But now when she's kind of self-deprecating humor, very much so animated, like I said, the whole vocal fry, all of that stuff has been what she is. Now people are annoyed by it. It's like the internet is so fickle. We love you today, we hate you tomorrow. That's why you can't go out here looking for social media recognition, honey, because they, like we seen with Chloe Bailey, honey. They love you today. Your busted challenge is the number one thing, but then the next day you doing too much. You get what I'm saying? Jay Sachet, I'm gonna say it right. Says, here's my thing. You can't call her a complete fraud if she's practicing what she's preaching. She kept pushing her manifesting ideas, hers or not. I mean, it's no different than all the people who want to be fitness coaches. They all say the same thing, right? And there's nothing new under the sun. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing new under the sun. We all are saying the same thing. And B. Simone was talking about this manifestation. I remember reading the Magic. As a matter of fact, I think I have the Magic sitting right here in my bookcase. That's the same thing. Manifestation, the law of attraction, the power of the mind. The Bible says, write it down and make it plain. It's all the same thing. There's nothing new under the sun. So while, now they said that, let me see if I can pull up my video. Because some of the stuff that she was particularly in her book, that was plagiarism. Like, some of it was legit, like plagiarism. Like, she took a page, copied it, and put it in her book. Now I ain't with that. But as far as the ideas that she's standing behind, I agree. Jay Sachet says, but honestly, her delivery is for people who fit her. That's why I like her. She's her true self and not faking the typical fake, happy, perfect person. See, that's what I'm saying. That's the fake game. They build you up and then tear you down. That's the fame game. Yeah, that's the fame game. Exactly. But anyway, as far as this goes, when it comes to B. Simone, I'm not bad at B. Simone. B. Simone also has got pulled up a little bit a couple weeks ago during the Danny Lay situation. I feel like because at one point B. Simone was praising Danny Lay and it was a joke. I just feel like sometimes people to me, it wasn't that deep. I know some people took it really, really deep over here on the internet and do that. To me, it wasn't that deep. Just like this, I don't think this was that deep. I think she said something true, in my opinion. Y'all, leave B. Simone alone. Leave alone on this one. Now, if she say something else, I'm always here to call out. But no. All right. So before we move on to our next topic, I want to give a shout out to my Patreons, the beauties, the best people in the whole wide world. So shout out to them because they are what? The real MVPs. Remember, shout out to my Patreons. Y'all are the real MVPs. I'm going to be trying to do some special things for y'all in this new year because y'all have definitely been riding with me. If you would like to join my Patreon, it's very simple. All you have to do is go to www.patreon.com/bstokestyling and make your pledge. $5, $10, or $25. Currently, I'm trying to get to 20 Patreons, you guys. So make sure you help me reach my goal by clicking the link down in my description box and joining my Patreon. You do not want to miss out on the early access to my videos. All right, you guys, have y'all joined my Patreon? Are you on the Patreon? If not, what are you doing? You're supposed to be on there. Make sure y'all go and join. I'm just trying to get to 20. I don't want a whole lot. It's as little as $5 a month. Also, you guys, please be on the. Well, wait. You know what? I'll wait. I'm gonna save that for my end of show announcements. I'm gonna wait. All right. Before we get into our next topic, as I like to do here on the channel, I want to give a shout out to one of my other beauties. Now, my Patreons are the real MVPs. Those are my top beauties. But I got some other beauties out here in the YouTube streets, one of which who is in the chat right now, my sis, Silky Sacks. I want to give a special shout out to Silky Sacks because she has really been killing it this year with these wig reviews. Okay, Silky's always been super great with giving the wig reviews, and I also just want to shout her out because she did a beautiful Black History Month short video. And Silky be inspiring me, man. Silky, you be inspiring me. You do a great job. So I just want to show her some support really quick. If you do not follow her, what are you doing? Go, oh shoot, pressing the wrong thing. Go check her out. Hold on, let me pull y'all up this video because you did that, Silk. Hey.
Like and subscribe.
Hey, look who just walked in here. Y'all, he surprised me. Hey, man. Look at you laughing. You laughing. But y'all, shout out to, he just surprised me. Shout out to Silky, y'all. Loved all of your Black History Month looks. What are y'all doing specifically to celebrate Black History? Side note. Right. Look, he completely shocked me. Let me tell y'all a side note before I get into what I was talking about. Side notes that y'all hear. He just completely shocked me. He just came back from out of town. He's been in training. And so, you know, on my lives, I have to set the boy up so I can do my lives. I had the boy set up in his high chair with Moana and some snacks. And he's been down there chilling during commercial breaks. I go and check and he be good. But so I was not expecting my hubby to just walk in. He was supposed to get here like later. Okay, well, look at that. I can really sit here and kiki with y'all because I was gonna make this a super quick live so I can get back to my boy. But okay, there we go. Okay. But yeah, back to Black History. What are y'all doing? Have y'all done anything specifically for Black History? I have one more shout out to do specifically for Black History. As a matter of fact, let me go get that. While I go get that, I want to remind y'all about my merch. Again, supporting Black business is one way that you can support that you can aid in contributing to Black history. Okay, building each other up. So let me go grab something else that I want to shout out for Black history, and then y'all enjoy this.
Don't forget to order your custom Be Stoked styling merch. That's right, we have merch. Just click the link down below in the description box and order your Be Stoked styling merch today.
All right, so again, that link is down in the description. Side note, where is it? Just in case you're wondering about something that's there, I just got this back. Y'all look at my mask. Tell me I'm not too cute. Tell me I can't be rapping and style, be safe and styling all at the same time. So, just one of the things that is at my shop. Hey, Thick Girl 40, thank you for joining. So another thing that I wanted to shout out specifically for Black History Month were these little books that we were gifted for the boy. Shout out to Chanel and Alexander. They are cousins and also Patreons. Shout out to them. They sent these books for the boy. So this one is called Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History. And then there's another one called Little Legends, Exceptional Men in Black History. These are great books, not just for children, although as you can see, the illustration is very cute and jovial. But when you open it up, they are giving you like a short biography of various well-known and not so well-known Black history makers. All right. So for instance, this book is by Vashti Harrison. Okay. So I opened up in this book to Ella Fitzgerald. I'm sure many of you have heard of her. But then there are some people that are a little lesser known. Let's find a lesser known person. She's okay. Lorna Simpson is someone who's lesser known for me. So they tell you who they are, when they were born, what they do. She's a photographer, and they give a short history of where she was born, where she went to school, and what makes her a bold women leader. And then again, like I said, they have the same thing, but for the men, starting all the way back, like this book. So what we've been doing for the month, actually we started it before Black History Month. We've been reading this book for a while. I think it has over, it has maybe about 50, no, not 50, maybe about 40 to 50 different people in here. And so every night we just take one new story and read it for the boy. We started reading it in January, and we are almost done with the female book, with the lady book. It starts here with Phyllis Wheatley and ends with Dominique Dawes. Okay, so that's all the way back to 1753. I feel like that's great. They're great stories, things that we are not getting in the school systems a lot of the time. So y'all please support these books if you have a young child, or not even, like I said, it doesn't even have to be a young child. It could be a teenager. It could be just you, because like I said, we've been reading about people in here, and I'm just like, wow, I've never heard of this person. And a lot of them I have, but a lot of them I have not. So it's good to do during Black History Month. All right, you guys. So now that we done said something positive, got to get into a little bit of mess. We got to keep a balance, okay? I try to keep a nice balance here with you. I try to keep a nice balance. We're going to talk about Kandi Burruss addressing the T.I. and Tiny allegations. Have y'all, before I always like to ask, comment below, have y'all heard her comments about it? Again, don't worry if you haven't, because I am going to break it down for you. That's what I do. But I want to hear I want to know if y'all have heard anything about it before I tell you, so I can kind of, yeah. All right. let me pull up the article so I can read it up. I have the video. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because they have been coming after your girl's channel lately. Okay, I've been getting copyright strikes for dumb stuff. Okay, not strikes. Well, not copyright strikes, but they've been hitting me. But anyway, all right. So singer Kandi Burruss recently addressed the damaging sexual allegations made against her friends Tamika Tiny Harris and her husband rapper Clifford T.I. Harris during a Valentine's Day appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star expressed her dislike with how in recent times society has been quick to make judgments on matters before gathering all the facts. When asked what her stance was on the controversy, Kandi admitted to the Bravo boss that she didn't want to talk specifically about the situation. However, she did want to address something else. So let's see if we can let's pull this up here so y'all can see what. Ooh, I don't know if I want to pull it up right there. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up on maybe the Jasmine brand, because honey, the Jasmine brand, if I pull it up that way, they don't hit my channel. If I pull it up this way, I already know that's gonna get struck. Give me 1 second. I just realized I can't pull that up, honey. But basically, while I'm pulling up the video, basically she says that we're living in a society where it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, but it's actually the opposite. And people can make a rumor on the internet and everybody just runs with it. And basically she said that, you know, that's her family. They've been her family, and she has never witnessed anything like that going on. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the video now. I was actually quite surprised that Kandi addressed it at all, because as many of you know, here it is. As many of you know, Kandi's name has been kind of thrown up and around during this allegation. While people have been talking about these allegations, her name has kind of been thrown around, because for those of you who do not remember or who are unaware, during the Real Housewives of Atlanta, one of the seasons, I don't remember which one, there was an allegation that Kandi was, you know, roofing and R-ing, or was planning on roofing and taking advantage of one of her castmates. Let me say that. That was the rumor. And so that's a very similar rumor to what's happening with T.I. and Tiny. On top of that, they are friends who hang out. So, you know, I felt like it was probably too close to home. I did not expect her to say anything. So the fact that she did was very surprising to me. So let's look at her response. Hold on. Where's the sound? Where's my sound at? What is happening? Y'all see me looking like a little old lady? There it is.
You're
okay.
Guilty.
Here we go.
I don't really want to speak on that situation. What I want to say is, when people put out any rumor about somebody right now, it's like this society has become a you're guilty until proven innocent, instead of you're innocent until proven guilty. And I do not like that. But I will say, you know, they're like family to me. Obviously, Tiny and I grew up together. Because of the things that were even said on our show before, people always try to wrap me up into any rumor that happens right now. I want to say I don't like that. I don't like when people start rumors on folks. And I would like for society to stop be so quick to try to make somebody guilty without really taking the time to get real or anything. So I don't like what's happening right now, and I'll just leave it at that. What I will say is Tiny's my sister, and I've never personally seen her do any of that. really want to speak on
All
that
right.
situation.
So Tiny is her sister. She's never personally seen her do any of that. Y'all, let me drop this off. So that was her response. I just have a couple things. The first thing is I don't think, I honestly do not believe that Kandi and T.I. and Tiny interact in that type of way together. I don't believe that. I feel like they are very much so open with each other. Like they know that, hey, we like to invite people into our situation. Oh yeah, we do too. Hey, Paulindo. Oh yeah, we do too. You know, we like to dip it and do it. So I don't expect Kandi to have firsthand knowledge on T.I. and Tiny's bedroom. You know, I just think that would be too close to home. Like she said, they were sisters. So I don't expect that. That's no different than that's no different to me than Lisa Leslie saying that she never experienced the she never knew of Kobe Bryant being like a hoe. You get what I'm saying? Like that's just that she wasn't around him in that capacity. So of course Kandi is going to say that. I don't think that it was wise for her to say anything. However, I think that she was saying it so that she could shut down, because if you've been on the internet, if you've been in these YouTube streets, like I be in these YouTube streets, the YouTube streets are talking, and they are lit. They are you know, internet spies who like to kind of put two and two together, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that sounds like what happened here, so maybe that's why this is true. And now, you know, Kandi was just seen on the show a couple weeks ago talking about how she has engaged in threesomes and she makes the girls sign NDAs. So then you have the internet fodder that's like, oh, well, why are you making them sign? You get what I'm saying? So I understand her wanting to come out and address it. However, I don't think that it was wise, because it kind of puts her in it more. You get what I'm saying? And if this thing were to be true, I just don't think it would be wise to like be on the wrong side of history. Does that make sense? Now, I do agree with her saying that we are living in a society that is no longer innocent until proven guilty. I don't think that is fair. And I do believe that there should be due process. If these allegations against T.I. and Tiny are true, then I want there to be an investigation. I'm pretty sure I said this before. There should be an investigation, and they should be held, you know, they should be seen to justice. However, at the time of me saying that there should be an investigation, there were no women that's come out. Well, I think even since this interview with Kandi, there have been two accusers that have hired Lisa Bloom. Y'all know Lisa Bloom, honey. Lisa Bloom be the one who they call her the ambulance chaser. Lisa Bloom is out here, honey. She will jump on a case. I don't know if I've ever seen her actually take a case to court. Wasn't Lisa Bloom the same one who was what's it? Who's representing Tierra Marie against 50 Cent? Or was it against her? Let me look that up before I sit up here and lie. But I'm pretty sure Lisa Bloom represented Tierra Marie. I could be wrong. Y'all drop down and tell me if y'all. Yeah. Yep, she was. She was the one that she was representing Tierra Marie over the little revenge porn case or something like that. Yes. I knew I was like, and I don't remember if that ever even went to court. I don't know if Lisa Bloom wins, but I know her name brings alarms. but she tends to fight things civilly. And this is not a civil suit, if you ask me. If you're talking about them abusing you in that way, this, I don't want to see this handled civilly, and that would honestly make me side-eye the accusers. I'm just gonna be honest about it. I'm gonna say what y'all might not want to say, what might not be politically correct. But if these two accusers who have hired Lisa Bloom, if they are pursuing charges against T.I. and Tiny civilly, to me, that kind of discredits what they are saying. Because if someone has roofied you and taken advantage of you physically and all of this kind of stuff, and this is a pattern of them, you should want to see them brought to justice. You should want to see them, I would think, you know what I'm saying? I would think there is no amount of money that could bring you solace. You would take it civilly if and only if a criminal case was not done. You get what I'm saying? Y'all drop down, tell me y'all's thoughts. Cliff says, due process is not a thing. I don't want to victim blame, but clout chasing in this 10 minutes of fame. And that's the thing. Now, there have been over 30 women who have come out. I don't believe that all 30 of them are lying. Maybe these two are two legitimate cases, and 28 could be lies, and these are two legitimate cases. And if these are two legitimate cases, then I want them brought to justice. I do. Excuse me. But I just don't blindly believe random stories that are on someone's Instagram page, especially when I've seen stories of people like who have debunked it, who literally were like, oh, I wrote a story to what's her name, the girl who's bringing all the stuff out, Sabrina. I wrote a story to Sabrina, and she just posted it, and I had never met these people. And also, again, like I said before in my life, I'm confused at why everyone feels so comfortable to come out to Sabrina. You know? Now, do I believe that that a lot of these women could have been in cahoots with them at some point? I do. Something about it just don't sound right. And I want us to also come to a point where we're gonna have to be real about the world that we used to live in, and the environment and the rape culture that we have manifested in our hip-hop culture. Hip-hop culture and our culture are one and the same. They are synonymous. And honestly, if we are going to go back and start taking people down, y'all are finna start, we're gonna lose a lot of people. Now, I think that there are some egregious cases, such as R. Kelly, but I also think that there are some cases that are a little bit more gray. Everything is not super black and white. There are some cases that are a little bit more gray. And we're gonna start seeing more and more of people coming out and being accused. Some of them true, some of them false. Scrappy said that, y'all. Little Scrappy. Let me see if I can pull that tweet up. Some of them true, some of them false. But there are going to be more cases coming out, because hip-hop culture was a very RE culture. Thick Girl says, what happened to the other 28 that Sabrina said she had? Sabrina just wanted immunity, so she wanted to get in front of this just in case it went to court. So Sabrina was recruiting these women for Tiny and T.I., so she'll forever get a side eye to me. Right. Something about her just, it don't sit right. Her motives don't sit right. How we even got to these allegations. It went from, like I said, allegedly a gun being put to Sabrina's head to now they are running this sex trafficking ring or something. Like, I don't know how we got there. It doesn't make sense to me. Something about it does not make sense to me. I want to see these people go to court. I don't want to see any civil suits. If it's a civil suit, I'm not here for it. I move on. Just move on. And I don't know if I want to say this, but I'm gonna just open it up for debate. If you're watching this on the playback, please feel free to debate me down in the comments. If you're watching me live, debate me in the comments. I'm just opening this up for debate. consent is everything. Number one, consent is everything. Consent is fluid. Consent, you can have consent at 4:57, and then at 5 o'clock I say, never mind, I don't want to do it. I think that's all well, great, and true. I also want us to be aware of the situations that we are putting ourselves in. So just scenario, just putting it out there, just playing devil's advocate, trying to get an understanding. Let's say stripper A got with T.I. and Tiny. Just a scenario, you guys. I'm not picking anybody's side. I'm just throwing this scenario out there. Stripper A gets in contact with T.I. and Tiny. They say, hey, we want you to come play with us. All right. Stripper A say, I'm down for that. They're excited about it. Stripper A was down for the night, the entire night. Everything that happened during that night, Stripper A was happy to do it because it was T.I. and Tiny. 7 years later, Sabrina comes up and she's blasting them and she's putting out everybody's story. And now Stripper A is no longer Stripper A. Stripper A is Mama A, Wife A, and she's ashamed of maybe her past. Who knows? And she just kind of tells her story. Is that lumped up with that sex allegations? Or is that just one night? Because I feel like, and this is just my opinion. Y'all don't bash me, but this is just my opinion. I don't believe that everybody's telling a lie. I do believe that there's some shiesty things that have happened possibly within that. And that, I mean, this is the mess that you run when you invite somebody into your marriage, honey. Things get messy, things get tricky. But I do not believe, even if it were 30 women, I don't believe all 30 of those women weren't down for it throughout the whole thing. And I say that not just for T.I. and Tiny, I'll say that for R. Kelly. I feel like, even though I think R. Kelly is a despicable person who needs to be under the jail, I also believe that not all of those people that were in the Surviving R. Kelly documentary were actually victims. Some of those people were willing participants who once it became trendy to be against R. Kelly, then they became against R. Kelly. I say the same thing for Bill Cosby. I say the same thing for Harvey Weinstein. Some of those women knew that Harvey Weinstein was a dog, and if I just go ahead and give him a little bit of this cat, then he's gonna skyrocket my career, so I'm gonna do it. But then 20 years later, when there's cases against him, I felt intimidated. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I know it's one of those things where we're finally getting to a place in society where we're believing victims. So you don't want to question them because it stops people from coming out. But I also feel like due diligence needs to be done on both sides. Due process needs to be done on both sides because it messes up the overall validity of different cases like this. So if there are 30 women, then there should be investigations, and for those people who are lying, there should be charges brought against them as well. My opinion. Cliff says they flued out culture. You know what you coming for. That's a whole nother, the flued out. But honey, once I get now that I'm flued out, now that I'm in LA, I don't want to do it. And get what, your butt gonna be stuck in LA. You ain't gonna get flued in. Flued into your house. Okay. I think you will see a civil suit because not sure if criminal charges can be proven if NDAs are involved. However, to my knowledge, if you're under the influence legally, you cannot consent. I understand. I understand that. Side note, I don't think NDAs protect against criminal activity. You can't kill somebody in front of somebody and be like, well, here, sign this NDA. Now you can't testify against me. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think an NDA will hold up in court. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just saying, I don't think an NDA will hold up in court. Also, I understand you're under the influence, so legally you cannot consent. I understand that. And I think that's true. I also want us to understand that a lot of these people who are alleging these, well, I don't know. Let me not say a lot of these people. I'm just going to say that some of these allegations predate the predate the knowledge that we have now. You get what I'm saying? Like, the knowledge that I have now in 2021 of what consent is not the knowledge that 18-year-old Brittany had of what consent is. Not saying that it makes it right or wrong or anything. I think that we don't have that same level of knowledge. It's great that we have gotten to this point and we understand that I can't be over here tipsy, done out like this, and you think that you can do me, because that's not right, and you can't do that. But also I feel like if I was 21 in a party and we're all partying and we're all partaking in things like that, it's nuanced. That's what it's so nuanced. Because I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want nobody coming off of my neck like, oh, well, now you're victim shaming and you're on Tiana's side. It's not. I'm not saying that. I'm just over here. I'm just playing devil's advocate, because I feel like I do agree with part of what Kandi is saying, where we are in a culture where you're innocent until proven guilty. I do believe that. I do believe that there's been a lot of internet fodder out here that has been unsubstantiated, and I don't think that it's fair to like completely condemn these people for things that we were not in the room for. You get what I'm saying? I think they should be smart enough to make sure they signed NDAs before any activity started. And my thing is, when Kandi said that she has her girls sign NDAs, I'm like, that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me. Like, you are a celebrity out here. You don't want your business all out here in the streets. So I don't think that signing an NDA means that there's any nefarious activities happening. I just think that it means that you want to maintain your privacy. And also, NDAs can have anything in it. NDAs could also be a consent form. You know what I'm saying? Now, remember when Dave Chappelle made that sketch about consent? Like, people should have been taking it seriously. Maybe Kandi and Todd was taking it serious, and T.I. and Tiny should have been paying attention to their friend. Silky says, I agree with you on NDA. I'm just saying, in this particular case, I think it would be harder to prove against your will with NDA, especially if you came on your own free will. Right. Well, that's right. Yeah, I agree. It will be interesting to see how this plays out, because it's very gray. Yes, exactly, B. In cases like these, it's always going to be murky waters. You don't want to sway the real victims from coming out. But we also know that there are women who will jump on the bandwagon for money. And that's the thing. The fact that it jumped up to 30 the way that it did, like, I don't know. Like, some about that whole situation, this whole allegation, all of it is fishy. We all have heard for years about T.I. and Tiny. Nothing about them having extra partners is a shock if you've been out here in these YouTube or in internet streets. Hell, you ain't even got to be in the internet streets. They talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've heard this time and time again with them. But this is all of a sudden this, even though we've heard all that, we've heard them having multiple partners, and that has been referenced numerous times over the years. It's just weird to me that an allegation about a gun to Sabrina's head is how all of this came out. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all drop down in the comments, please. Be respectful in the comments. If you disagree with me, it's completely okay. I don't mind. Just look, I'm not trying to victim shame. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm just being a little bit more critical. That's all. I'm just gonna be a little bit more critical. All right, you guys. Let's keep this party bus moving. This is gonna be my quick little reality TV rewind. Y'all know I watch a whole lot of reality TV. excuse me, y'all know I watch a whole lot of reality TV. I watch pretty much everything, and it is honestly, while I'm enjoying doing reviews on my channel, there is no way for me to review everything that I watch, every show that I watch, because I am a mom who's running a business, who has a husband, who has a whole life out here. So that's just it. It would be entirely too much. So I'm gonna start giving y'all like it might be a stupid long reality show video. Some will still be standalone, like my Love and Marriage Huntsville Live. I'm still gonna do those because those are popping. But honestly, I don't know how I'm feeling about. I know that my Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion and Basketball Wives and probably Bell Collective, I'm going to roll into one video. And if Atlanta ain't talking about nothing, I might throw them in there too. So y'all make sure that y'all check out for that. But because I had not done that video for this week, I'm going to go ahead and give y'all some of my thoughts on some of the things I've been watching. Before we get into that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, y'all see it, and hit the like button if you're just coming in. All right, so let's start with Love and Hip Hop. Not Love and Hip Hop, Little Women. Let's start with Little Women Atlanta. Do y'all watch Little Women Atlanta? Okay, I love me some Little Women Atlanta, honey. Miss Juicy, baby. I love me some Little Women Atlanta. I do. They just started back. I think this is episode 3 comes on tonight. They come on Fridays on Lifetime, honey. So I caught up over the weekend. And man, when I tell you, I missed my Little Women from Atlanta. Now, this season is going to take a turn somewhere because Miss Minnie, which is this lady here, second from the right with the blue on, she actually passed away suddenly from a car accident. So the season starts off with her in the season, but then halfway through, she's going to pass. So it's gonna be hard to see that, because I love this show. I think this is season 6 of this show, and I've been watching it since season 1. I'm all up and through. Let me see if any of y'all watch. Ivy Baker, being with you 100%, Iris, called critical thinking. It's called critical thinking. If we don't do that, that will make us robots, not humans with our own brains. Exactly. I don't think that people critical think anymore. Critical thinking is not a skill. When I was coming up through school, critical thinking was like a specific skill that they tested, and I don't think that they do that anymore. But I'm just saying. But all right, y'all don't watch Little Women. I'm talking about Love and Marriage. Little Women Atlanta. OMG. Y'all, well, listen, this is going to be a quick little recap, y'all. I ain't going to stay on here too long, but since y'all don't watch it. But y'all, Little Women, y'all need to get into it. Little Women be popping. All right, so let me pull the picture up then so so y'all can see who I'm talking about. All right, the girls are back, shawty. Okay, they back. And this looks like it was happening right around the winter of 2019. So it was right before the lockdown. They still actually get to go out and about and see things. And the drama kind of picks up where it started. So for those of you who don't know who the people are, so we'll start from the left over here with the L. That is Money. Then we have Miss Juicy with the fur on. Miss Juicy is, y'all heard her on the Ricky Smiley morning show for a long time. Then the two in the middle are the Tiny Twins. We have Andrea and what's the other Tiny's name? Andrea and I can't remember the other one's name. Andrea is the skinny one right here, and then the other tiny twin is the thicker one. The thicker one is married. The thin one has a boyfriend and 3 kids, and she don't never have her kids. I'm sorry. I say that, and I don't mean to say that shady, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it a little bit shady, y'all. If y'all watch the show, y'all know I'm gonna be a little bit shady. The Tiny Twins have been pursuing their career in Atlanta since season 1, honey. They supposed to be that. They be twerking, honey. They little in the middle, but they got big butts, all that kind of stuff, okay? And now season 1, the twins, Andrea specifically, she had one son who stayed in Texas because they're from Texas with her family because, like, he's a little person. They have better technology or better doctors or something out there. Okay, great. So then a couple years pass in the show, then she gets pregnant with her second baby. Okay, cool. Her and her boyfriend have a very, very toxic relationship. Let's just call it what it is. It's a very toxic relationship. But she gets pregnant. Great. I mean, every baby is a blessing, right? So then shortly after she has this baby, she ships this baby to Texas with her parents and her other son. Then she turns around and gets pregnant again. Then she has this third baby, and now this third baby is in Texas with her family and her son. And now she's in Atlanta still with her toxic boyfriend, and her mom and dad are keeping her kids. And I say it like she ain't never got her kids because y'all are here trying to pursue y'all's dreams, and I get all of that. But that ain't what it's looking like. We'll get into it a little bit later, but that's just my thoughts on it. I ain't trying to be judgy, but I'm giving my opinion. Okay. So those are the Tiny Twins. Then right here in the blue, again, that is Miss Minnie. Miss Minnie, for those of y'all who are not abreast of the show, I'll give you a quick little thing about Miss Minnie. Miss Minnie has been on the show a habitual liar. Miss Minnie has had, allegedly, she had been dating Pastor Troy, had been pregnant by him, had a miscarriage, found out that she had never been pregnant, had never dated Pastor Troy. She had been an habitual liar on the show, okay? That has honestly been Miss Minnie. And then lastly is Abira. Abira is a new member of the cast. Abira is originally from Florida. She's an ex-stripper, mom of 4, who's coming to Atlanta to pursue her rapping career. And honey, Abira is with the shits. Okay, that's the only way to say it. Abira is ready to fight anybody, anytime, anywhere. Come and get it. So the season starts off with them arguing. So basically it's the Tiny Twins on over to Abira are on one side, and Juicy and Money are on the other side. That's basically how it goes. Because the two queen bees, you know, there's always queen bees on these shows. Like you have your Nene and your Kenya. Well, Minnie and Juicy are like the two queen bees. So, you know, you have your two little cliques or whatever. And so the season basically starts off with Minnie, the twins, and Abira over here. And she's supposed to be their manager for the music business. Now, she ain't in the music business. She ain't never been in the music business. She trying to start a podcast. How she can be somebody's music manager, I don't know, but that's what makes the show the show. And then we have Juicy and Money over here. And y'all know Miss Juicy is a radio personality. She's trying to break into managing as well. It was a whole thing. So last season, they kind of had a fallout about who would be managing whose career and trying to make opportunities happen. And they were in the studio more than anybody on Love and Hip Hop, so I'm not mad at them. So that's kind of where we're picking up from. So like I said, Juicy versus Minnie, the twins kind of versus Abira, because Abira's kind of new and they're all trying to rap and be into this thing. And Money is just kind of bouncing around the group. Specifically, I wrote in my notes that the twins look unhappy. Well, not the twins. One twin in particular, which is Andrea, looks miserable. That's the one who does not have her children with her. And I brought that up, and that's why I was bringing up about her kids. I brought it up because she looks miserable, y'all. If you look at this picture now, when the twins don't even look like you can physically. At one point, you couldn't tell them apart. Now you can physically tell them apart. The one who is the mom is the skinnier one, and when she shows misery on her face, it's so sad. Basically, the first episode ends with the Tiny Twins and Abira, which again, Abira's the one on the end, getting into a fight. I'm talking about a fight. Glasses was thrown, spit was thrown, Spit was spat. I don't think you can throw spit. Spit was spat. Glasses was thrown. Miss Juicy got cut in the head and the foot. Man, it was a mess. And I say all of that to say I enjoyed the show. Very entertaining show. I really do enjoy it. But I did not like, if y'all watch the show, if you don't watch the show, just go back and watch this one episode and watch this one scene where they got into the fight. I did not like you know how you have like the onlookers, like the extras of the scene. The extras of the scene looked way entertained, way too entertained, like laughing at them. You know what I'm saying? Like when Love and Hip Hop women get into a fight, it's another fight. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the audience in the background laughing. I didn't like that. I felt like it was something about it just rubbed me the wrong way. Now, any other time that these ladies have gotten, and these ladies fight, okay, and this be on Lifetime, and they be fighting. There has not been a season of Little Women in Atlanta yet where there ain't been a fight. Okay, they be fighting, okay? But for some reason, this episode just really bothered me. Partly, again, because of the way the crowd was laughing and kikiing. And the other part of it was because, again, back to the twins. The twins both one has a husband, one has a boyfriend. Both of your spouses are there. They were the ones that got into the fight. And instead of your husbands trying to like I just know me and my husband. If I'm in a place and I'm getting rowdy, and which I don't be in a place I don't get rowdy, but let's just say hypothetically, if I'm in a place and I'm getting rowdy and it's finna get physical, my husband, the person who has my best interest at heart, is going to take me away from that situation. Not do like the toxic boyfriend does and try to jump in to the situation. That's all I'm gonna say, y'all. This show was a whole mess, but I'm here for it. If you do want full reviews on it, y'all let me know in the comment section. But because I'll add that into my reality wind down video. But y'all, if you have not been watching Little Women in Atlanta, what is you doing? You missing out. Thick Girl says, I know, remember that about Miss Minnie though. Yeah, everybody remember her lies. Excuse me. Well, why didn't she go get her children? She's hurt behind it. To me, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think that this is just me. This is just my thoughts. This is just my opinion. You have to make sure you say that before I say it. My opinion is that she I do think that it's good for the kids to be stable with her parents. You know, if that's where their doctors are. Also, though, y'all are in Atlanta. You're not going to sit here and tell me that there aren't good LP doctors in Atlanta. So to me, after this many years of you being in Atlanta, that's an excuse. And I think that, honestly, she does not keep her kids around because of how toxic her relationship is with her baby daddy. And I think that inwardly, she probably just thinks that it is more beneficial for them to be with her parents than to be with her and her toxic relationship. Honestly, I think that's what it is. You can't sit up here and tell me it's because you're trying to chase your career. You know, I'm chasing my career. You know, we're trying to be rappers and all this stuff because there are a ton of rappers and whatnot, rappers, strippers, twerkers, or whoever who are pursuing their career in that, and their children are sitting in the house. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but you can tell, like, you can just see it all on her face. Like, she's miserable. That her twin has gotten married, has moved out, is trying to like become her own individual person. Meanwhile, she's stuck here in this situation that is clearly toxic for her, and she's taking it all out, honey, because she was the reason why that fight got popped off the way it did. And then one more thing, and then I'm gonna get off of Little Women in Atlanta. One more thing, Abira has that stripper mentality real hard, but then she also like, and by that I mean she's down for the pop off, she's down for the fight. You know, when she's on your side, she's on your side, and I mean that's great. We want someone who's 10 toes down in your quarter. However, you are grown with 4 children, a 14-year-old, a like 15-year-old, and then 2 young children. You are grown. You are grown, ma'am. You should know better than to be out here like she fights, but then like if you coming in as her friend, like after the fight, the girls came in and just was like, that wasn't the time, that wasn't the place, maybe this, that, and the third, or I'm gonna have this event. I just think it's best that I don't invite all of y'all to come. So I invited you to this event. So this event I'm gonna invite them. Oh, you taking their side? Oh, you taking their side? Oh, I see. Just leave a beer out here all by herself, almost playing the victim. Like that kind of thing aggravates me. I say this over reality show. I've said this time and time again. We don't understand how to hold accountability. You know that's what we need to bring back. Bring back accountability. Okay? Bring back the ability to understand that your actions have consequences. Whether your actions were right, wrong, or indifferent. Your actions have consequences. If you fight these people, and now I feel like you're a fighter and I don't want you to mess up my event, so I'm not going to invite you to my event, that's the consequence of your action. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's not everybody else. It's not, well, she said, or well, you didn't. Well, no, it's what you did. We need accountability here. That's all I'm saying. So she's choosing her relationship over her children, point blank, period. I don't want to say she's choosing her relationship over her children. I'm going to choose to say that she's choosing the mental health and well-being of her children over her happiness. That's what I'll choose to say. That's what I'll choose to say. All right, y'all. Let's see. What else we gonna talk about today? Hold on. Well, I missed my notes. I done got past my notes. Let me get back to my page. That was love. Oh, okay. Love and hip hop. Let's talk about Love and Hip Hop real quick. They're doing a family reunion. I'm enjoying it. I did not realize, like, I know a lot of the reviewers are saying, like, oh my God, I missed Love and Hip Hop. I did. I missed Love and Hip Hop. I'm enjoying seeing everybody kind of coming in and intermingling. If y'all watch Love and Hip Hop, drop down. I'm not going to give a whole review on this past couple episodes. I'm just going to give y'all just a quick top of my thoughts, and then I'm going to get off of it. Lil Fizz and April by Fizz. Ain't nothing you can do for April at this point besides drop some D off and go, because she got Dre now. And apparently, according to Moniece, honey, he done wiped her up. And then Moniece done backpedaled and pussy popped up out of there because allegedly Dre done came and threatened her and told her to keep her mouth shut. This is all what the streets are saying. I wasn't in there. I don't know what they were saying, but I'm just saying. Just in case y'all ain't know. I love to see Joy and Trick together. I just think that they're funny together. Do I think that they would be a good relationship? No, I do not. But I just love to see them together, and I like to see that she still has a relationship with his kids. I think that what is Yandy, Mendices, and Judy. That's too much. I think Judy is overstepping her boundaries. I feel like Mendices just came home. He needs time to reacclimate to being a family man. And I'm not saying that she shouldn't want to spend time with her son. You want to spend time with your son? Go to lunch. Go to dinner. Have a mommy-daughter date. I mean, a mommy-son date. That's a Saturday afternoon. You don't need to come on this vacation. This is the first vacation that me and my husband can come on since he's been out of jail. It just need to be me and my husband. Miss Judy, you doing too much. Mama D, you doing too much. Mama D, you claim that you don't want to see Scrappy and Bambi relationship fall apart, but you are inviting all the drama. Okay, Mama D, you're the one telling everybody about them discussing divorce, and you're the one inviting the baby mama that you already know that he don't see it for. You doing too much, and your intentions aren't pure. These mother-in-laws over here are doing the most. Thank God I ain't got to deal with nothing like that. Also, we see Erica coming in, and this last thing I'm gonna say about Love and Hip Hop, and then I'm gonna get off it. Scrappy, you need to grow up. Period. Scrappy, you need to grow up. You have a whole child with this woman. Imani is 16 years old. So you 16 years old. Erica hasn't been on this show with you for at least, I don't even know, at least 5 years. At least 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all ain't really been together like that in at least 5, I'll say 4 to 5 years. You shouldn't be this mad no more. You should be able to talk. Now, why she's at this family reunion, talk to your messy mama about that. That ain't for you to be mad at Erica. Talk to your messy mama. Y'all give me a second. Let me wipe my thing because it keep having to focus. Talk to your messy mama about that. But you should be able to have a conversation. I appreciated Bambi coming up and saying, you know what, I don't have a problem with you. We don't have any issue. I just want us to be cool. I don't want it to be awkward. Grown people, Scrappy, why you this mad? And the way that Scrappy reacts whenever Erica comes around almost makes me feel like he still feels the way for her. And I would be uncomfortable if I were Bambi. Because for you to get this riled by your ex means that, like, you know what they say, there's a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line. And we seeing it. We seeing it. What y'all think? I know I'm not the only one that see it. That's all I'm gonna say. What you talking about, Meg the Stallion? Meg the Stallion, what I mean? I'll take what you said, but I also take it facial expressions as well. You see me. That's all I'm gonna say. You see what I was saying. But yeah, that's what I think about Scrappy, y'all. That's what I think about Scrappy. But so far, I'm enjoying the Love and Hip Hop family reunion. This is not a Monomy production. This was actually produced by, I think, MTV or VH1 Viacom, I think, or whatever. So that's why we're getting real music. Shout out to It's Rock. She was the one that talked about that. So shout out to her. I've been enjoying it. It's been good to me. Like, it's been light. It's been fun. It hasn't been like crazy drama. Oh, I forgot to talk about Carly. Carly, you've been out here thotting and bopping for 30 years. You can't tell your daughter what to do. She's grown. That's all I'm going to say. All right. That's it. That's the storyline between Yandy Mendeecees and Juicy. Also with Scrappy, Bambi, Erica, and Mama D, because nowhere in real life will this issue go on. Nowhere. We got to get a storyline, but I'm just saying. Since y'all give it to me, I'm going to give y'all my opinion on it. Yeah, that's what I think. I definitely think Scrappy is still in love with Erica. He got to be. In order for you to be acting like that, for you to be this upset, for you to be this, triggered when she comes into the room, you still love that woman. You still love that woman. And if you claim you don't, I just could not be Bambi and be okay with how he reacts to his baby mama. I couldn't. All right, you guys. Before we get into our last topic of the day, which are my thoughts about the Tasha K interview. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater, Cliff. You better get into these vocals. All right. So before we get into the Tasha K Treasure interview about Blac Chyna, I want to show a short video. This is my beauty tip of the week. I'm gonna be giving y'all my beauty tips of the week. This is a no makeup look. This is a face beat Friday look, you guys. So let's check this video out. Hold on, sorry. I thought I had it pulled up. Look at me. Look at me, I'm pitiful. All right, so let's check this.
Everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today is something that we ain't did all year long. What is it? Face Beat Friday. I'm just back, glad to be sitting here at the vanity finna do a little makeup, you guys. I know I've had some people like, wait a minute now, you just gave up on us in the beauty community. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, I'm back to show y'all my quick and easy everyday face of makeup. Now, I'm not going to go through and do a step-by-step talking about each step, because these are all things that you've seen on my channel before, but every product that I used will be listed down in the description box. This face is literally just what I do around the house when I don't want to look like this, but I don't want to be fully glam. It's very simple, very beginner friendly, and I hope you all enjoy it. So please sit back, relax, grab your water, and let's get into it. Alright, I'm gonna say it before y'all do. My eyebrows are a furry, fuzzy mess. I haven't done them pretty much all quarantine. But all I'm gonna say is don't judge me. Judge your mama. This has become like my all-time favorite concealer. I am almost out. I'm gonna have to get me some more. It dries down pretty fast, but y'all know I like to use my fan for the extra dramatics, honey. I have really been loving my Fenty powder foundation. If you did not see my full review and wear test on this product, drop down in the description box. There's a link, and also you can check this little link up here at the top of the screen. When applying this color, I use the biggest, fluffiest blending brush that I can find because I want it to be quick and easy, okay? This is fast, remember y'all, fast and easy. When doing my quick and easy makeup, I am not gonna lie, I probably spend the most time on my mascara. I do about 3 coats. Y'all already know you gotta keep those lips moisturized, and that's why I use my Amore In Beauty Moisture Stick, which is rich in vitamin E. Alright, you guys, so that is it. This is literally like a 10-minute face. It's really a super, let me see how long I've been on here.
Yeah, this is like a maybe 10-15 minute face tops, you guys. It's so that's it, you guys. That is my little beauty tip of the week. A simple makeup routine if you enjoy wearing makeup. If you're like me, who is a makeup girl but has just not been feeling inspired to beat that face, honey, because of the quarantine. I hope those techniques and everything kind of help you out. All right, so let's get into our final conversation. The treasure interview, honey. The treasure interview with the one and only, the infamous Tasha K from Unwind with Tasha K. Y'all. When I say this interview was, I enjoy Tasha K's interviews for the most part, like 80% of the time. And when I say this interview was actually a very good interview, I don't follow Blac Chyna or her drama. I don't follow Blac Chyna or her drama. I don't follow Tokyo Tony, but you know they hit the blogs ever so often. They have a way of sticking it and hitting the blogs. So what made me, I wasn't even going to watch this interview, and that's something that Tasha K does well as well. Let me just take a moment and just acknowledge her, because honestly, she's doing a great job over here in these YouTube streets, and she's doing a great job. And I'll say that I was not at all enthused about watching any Blac Chyna tea. I don't care about Blac Chyna, so I didn't care about this tea. But when Tasha did that interview that we talked about last week with Tokyo Tony, and how Tokyo Tony went in, and how Tokyo Tony had so many not so, like, she was kind of coming for treasure. I was like, well, let me find out who this treasure girl is. First thing I want to say, she's a beautiful young lady. She seems very well spoken, very likable. Her energy seemed very authentic and real. She seemed like she was just telling the truth. Like sometimes you can during some of these interviews, people can seem real clout chasery. You know what I'm saying? She did not feel that way at all. She seemed really authentic. I overall enjoyed the interview. It was not like the Tokyo Tony interview where I was confused and had to click off and come back, and like none of that. This was a short 30-minute interview. And so I just wanted to read y'all a few things that were being said over here in these internet streets, and let y'all hear some clips from the interview. These clips come from the clip will come from the neighborhood talk, but the tea comes from Lipstick Alley. So y'all give me 1 second. Doom. All right, let me let y'all hear what she had to say. How do I? Come on now. Here we go. Press play.
I shouldn't be disrespected by my mom to millions of people. So I was one of those girls, but I was thick. So the skinny black girls there was like, girl, you will make way more money at the black strip clubs. So I was like, okay, well, where are they at? So then they directed me to where they was. When I get there, Chyna was there. And I noticed that everybody in the dressing room kind of didn't like her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's literally my first day there. Everybody was like, oh, they just all had something negative to say about her. And I'm like, well, she has a big butt. She's light-skinned, long hair. I was like, okay, I'm just taking it as they hate me. I always minded my business. One day, Chyna just walks up to me and like slaps me on my butt.
You feel like she treated you like a pet?
No, from the show, after sitting there looking at it, like it was like how they push the certain things.
I tell you one thing though, they help her know how to put out a trailer. But if y'all don't want to watch the entire interview, let me give y'all the synopsis. This is the synopsis of the interview. Treasure met Chyna when Treasure was 20, Chyna was 19. They met in the strip club. Like she said, Treasure started dancing at white strip clubs. She went to the black strip clubs, and that's where she met Chyna. Chyna had already been dancing at this point. While they became close friends, even though no one else in the club liked her. They became close friends. They started dancing together. They started traveling and dancing together. They were with each other through their pregnancies. She was with Blac Chyna when she first got with Tyga. She speaks on how the relationship between Chyna and Tokyo is. She talks about how Chyna has been very upset in the past about things that Tokyo says, disgusting things that Tokyo said. Y'all heard the recording last week. Disgusting things that Tokyo says about her daughter. She also says that Tokyo seems to be jealous of Chyna and thinks that Chyna owes her something. Again, all things she's confirming. Now this interview with Treasure was done before the interview with Tokyo Tony, and like you could tell Treasure was not lying. You get what I'm saying? You could see all the dysfunction in their familiar relationships between Tokyo and Blac Chyna. She says that basically she's coming out because she's not gotten paid. So the big beef, the big issue is that when Blac Chyna made her show over there on Zeus, I don't even know the name of the show, but the Blac Chyna show on Zeus, I think she said, y'all, I think, I should have wrote it down. I think she said that Blac Chyna was paid $250K. I want to say that's what she said. I'll have to go back and look. But Treasure said she was not paid anything. As a matter of fact, she was one of many people who were not paid anything. They were asking her to fly out to LA to shoot because she was great TV, great for the show. She's, as y'all kind of see a little bit, she's a very personable person. And so Blac Chyna did not pay her for it. And not only did she not pay her for her appearance in the show during its original air on Zeus Network, Zeus has licensed the Blac Chyna show to WeTV, I believe. And so that means she's now paid again. Y'all know when you're talking about licensing, you're talking about how, what Dave Chappelle was talking about, where how his show ended up on Netflix and he didn't get paid again, but, Comedy Central got paid again because of the licensing. So now, Blac Chyna is getting paid again so that the same show, it's not even like a new show, the same show can now air on WeTV. And apparently, I didn't watch the show, but apparently Treasure and Chyna got into it, and they made that the kind of premise of the show. She said she started off the show, they were friends, but by, the end of the show, not even the end of the show, I think, episode 3, 4, their friendship was dissolved. She basically alleges that Chyna be lit on drugs and alcohol. She spoke briefly on how Tyga, when we all seem to forget that Tyga left Blac Chyna for a 15-year-old, but she kind of spoke on how basically Tyga left Blac Chyna for a 15-year-old. I'm just saying, if we want to be talking about people, that happened just a couple years ago. She also talks about Chyna getting with Rob Kardashian, and she says that it seemed to be a genuine relationship. Now, mind you, this is her friend who's been with her through all of that. Blac Chyna has had, because remember she was friends with the Kardashians. Then she ended up getting with Rob. Then they had the Rob and Chyna show. Treasure says we all have speculated that the reason why the Rob and Chyna show kind of ended the way it did was because the Kardashians blocked that bag. Treasure says that she does not believe that because they were EPs on the show, so they were making money from it. And that basically Chyna has changed and is not a good person. That is the gist of the interview. It was a very good interview. If you have 30 minutes and you want to watch it, I would say watch it. If you don't, that's fine. I gave you the gist of it. What I will say is, since Blac Chyna is in the media and we're talking about her, what I will say is that I think that she is a very hurt person, okay? Because being raised by Tokyo Tony will hurt anyone, I am sure. I hope that they come to some type of resolve. I honestly really did like Treasure's like energy, and I would not mind seeing her again. And I'm gonna show y'all just really quick some pictures so that y'all know, like, they were for real friends. Like, they were for real friends. Let me show y'all these pictures. So as you can see, this is Blac Chyna when she had like a young face and the bangs. Okay, looking just like her mama in this picture. So yeah, they were close friends. Oh, she looked pretty there. I don't know why y'all be messing with yourselves. It just don't work out good when you do. It'd be so much cuter if you just stayed yourself. All right, and see, they got different channels and all that kind of different videos and all that kind of stuff. But those were the things that I have tickled my fancy for this week, things that I have watched, things that I wanted to discuss. If y'all have anything that you want to talk about, please feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. I'm always down for that. If you would like to come on and talk about anything that we've talked about in today's stream, feel free to hit the link that is in the chat box. I have it pinned. I'm gonna have it pinned just for a quick little second because I'm not going to be on here much longer. But yeah, if you would like to come on and talk. Oh, I see, I missed a chat here. Thick Girl said, you can tell it's not a Mona Scott production. It's not cheesy as hell like Tate Marshall was. Mona does get hung up on the cheesy producer hat. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I am liking the new Love and Hip Hop. All right, this is your quick chance to call in now if you so choose to. And before I close this stream out, I just have just a couple of housekeeping announcements, you guys. Just a couple. So again, for those of you who have been on the channel, and if you are not aware, I am the official hairstylist for Miss for Georgia, who will be competing for Miss for America this March, next month, y'all. We are T-minus 30 days in Las Vegas, Nevada. And so I'm creating for her a custom, a bespoke styling signature unit. Let me, first off, I'm so used to saying a custom bespoke styling unit. Those are of the past. A bespoke styling signature unit, which is a whole nother level of technology, you guys. There's so much better. Like my wig making game has transitioned over the years exponentially. I've learned a lot of new things, got different certifications. My skills, my craft have honed. So the bespoke styling custom units of the past that you all have seen on this channel will be kind of phasing out, and you will be seeing more of these signature units, which are they're just a little bit different. And so in order to make that happen and make the launch for that happen, I'm going to have to take a little step back from YouTube, just a little bit, because we're going to really be focusing on our road to the win. So I will be vlogging the pageant and everything and all the work that's going up towards the pageant. Also, another thing that is happening on the road to the win is me officially launching the signature line, you guys. The signature collection of my units will be launched officially on my website on March 17th. So I have a lot of work that I have to do in order to make everything perfect for that date. And I can't do that and come to y'all every single Friday like I've been doing and trying to like and then doing the reality TV and all that kind of stuff. It's becoming a lot, and I have to put my head down and really work on this for a second because I want it to be right for you guys. My wig lines, my girls, honey, my girls, I am revamping all of them, and so I just need a little bit of time away from y'all. So I hope y'all can understand that. But even though I will not be live like I am for the next month, I probably will not be doing a Face Beat Friday live. Y'all can still catch me live on Saturdays for my Love and Marriage Huntsville. That will continue to be a live that I do. Also, because I know y'all are used to coming to my channel on Fridays at 4 p.m., I will still be dropping a video. Okay, y'all still will get a video. Even though y'all won't get your lives, you still will definitely get a video on Fridays. So you can still come and stop by the channel and show your love and support. I appreciate everyone that has come, everyone who shares my videos. Please remember, sharing is caring on the road to 5K. I appreciate everybody that shares my videos, that likes my videos, that comments. All of that really does help me in the algorithm. I know y'all hear that a lot, but it really does. And while I kind of take this little hiatus from, and it's not even a full hiatus, but while I kind of take a little step back from my YouTube channel to kind of revamp things, I hope that y'all can continue to enjoy the content, the evergreen content that I've given y'all. I have over 200 videos. So if you are new here, you have a lot of catching up to do. Hit the playlist on my channel. I have playlists for each of the reality TV shows that I review, as well as hair videos, makeup videos, wig videos, if you're more interested in knowing about my wig line. So all of that. Please, you guys, as I start posting some of these things for the wigs, please, if y'all like the content, share it out. That's all I ask. A simple share goes a long way. And so before we exit out of today's live, I just want to share with you one of my previous versions of my wigs. All right, remember, you guys, y'all can go order a custom Bestow styling unit. The signature line is coming soon, but y'all can still order you a custom unit on my website, Bestow Styling. The link is down below, and if you use the coupon code pageant, you will get 30% off of your order, you guys. So don't be discouraged. Y'all better take this now. I better take this now while you can. Okay. Thank y'all again for tuning in, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.